Here is a case study on a family we supported during COVID-19. Names have been changed for confidentiality purposes. Hertfordshire Children's Services referred to the Hertfordshire Family Support Service for a family under the response package. Here is some background of the family. Leila, who is an Iranian lady, and her son Moran lived in Iran. Moran is 5 years old. Leila's husband, Moran's dad, lived in the UK. Leila decided that she would move to the UK to be with her husband and Moran for a better life. She was hoping that this would mean a better life for her and her child, and for them to be a family. Leila then found out that her husband was in another relationship with a woman. Leila disagreed with this and as a result was a victim of domestic abuse perpetrated by her husband. Moran witnessed this domestic abuse between his father and mother. As a family, Leila and Moran fled the domestic abuse and was homed into a refuge in the local London area. Leila and Moran were supported by the refuge and then were temporarily housed by the London area into a hotel whilst they found some longer term temporary accommodation. This is where they were then housed in Hatfield in some further temporary accommodation. This is where the family became known to Hertfordshire Children's Services from London Children's Services. Hertfordshire Children's Services made a referral to Hertfordshire Family Support Service under a response package. Leila and Moran had no money, no clothes, Moran had no toys, and the flat that they were housed in had very little. It had a bed, which Moran and Leila shared, and had some essential items, but other than that, the family had nothing. The case was allocated to a worker within the Welwyn and Hatfield district who made a referral to the BBC Children in Need Emergency Essentials programme to obtain Moran a bed, a mattress and bedding as he was currently sharing with his mum. The worker provided weekly food from the local food bank and essential items such as pots and pans to cook in. The worker also managed to obtain some toys for Moran, clothes and a wellbeing box that YMCA created for the families we are supporting. We also delivered a Duplo box. Moran said, "Wow, thank you so much." Working in partnership with the Trussell Trust and the Family Fund meant that the family had the essential items that they needed to support their emotional well-being and physical health. Leila and Moran had no money and Leila was unsure on what her national insurance number was. This meant that the worker liaised extremely closely with the Universal Credit and Barnet Homes, who housed Leila and Moran, to obtain the national insurance number and also apply for Universal Credit and other legacy benefits. This took a lot of liaising between the worker, Universal Credit and Barnet Homes, and a lot of partnership working via emails, phone calls and several liaisons. The worker supported Leila and Moran by registering them at the local doctor's surgery, along with referring to Herts Welcome Refugees and British Red Cross, who supported in a variety of ways, but predominantly to apply for a destitution, domestic violence concession. At this point, the worker was still struggling to obtain the national insurance number in order for Leila to get legacy benefits and universal credit. So she liaised with both Hertfordshire Children's Services and the Families First team, whereby Intensive Family Support Team got involved and the family were allocated a worker. The Hertfordshire Family Support Service worker and the Intensive Family Support Team worker worked extremely closely and liaised with other partnerships in order to meet the needs of the family. This involved ensuring that Leila had support around her mental health, obtaining the national insurance number in order for Leila and Moran to access legacy benefits and universal credit. This also involved us liaising closely with British Red Cross and Herts Welcome Refugees to ensure the family were receiving the right support. We also supported Leila in accessing medical advice around Moran's asthma in order for him to obtain new asthma pumps. Hertfordshire Family Support Service and Intensive Family Support Team worked closely together in order to apply for Moran to attend a local primary school. He hadn't been in school since before January when he came over to the UK. One of the main barriers was accessing the national insurance number in order for the family to obtain universal credit and legacy benefits. We finally managed to do this, and this was a huge success, meaning that the family could access money and also clear their debt and rent arrears. English lessons were then obtained for Leela via Hertfordshire Family Support Service, Intensive Family Support Team and Herts Welcome Refugees. This will support her in able to communicate with the local community. All these services worked in partnership in order to provide the family with a good start in Hertfordshire. Leela is now in the receipt of all eligible benefits, meaning she can provide for her and Moran. She is also now out of debt and any rent arrears. Leela and Moran can access health support and advice and any medical attention they may require. Moran is attending a local school, making friends, and is learning every single day. Leela will soon be starting an English course to enable her to communicate with those in the community, to help her feel less isolated and support her emotional well-being. The family are now also making local links in the area. This is thanks to Herts Welcome Refugees Befriending Service. This supports their long-term emotional well-being. Some feedback from a professional. Thank you for your transparent partnership working that has been put in around this family to ensure they are supported. Thank you for your hard work and determination with regards to ensuring the family is settled. Feedback from Mum. I really appreciate it. You have helped me tremendously. I was all on my own and you have helped me so much. Thank you. Feedback from the son. Thank you so much.